We are the Group 2 presenting the utilization of corn cob ash as fine aggregate and ground granulated blast furnace slag as cementitious material in concrete buildings. These are the source of paperwork and these are the research authors.
Research Rationale. Researchers have been exploring the potential of cementitious and recycled materials to improve concrete properties. This study investigates the impact of GGBFS and corn cob ash as the partial replacement for PC and the fine aggregates on concrete properties and embodied carbon. Further info will be discussed later. Research significance consistently developed towards sustainable growth in the construction industry. Second, reducing societal waste through the utilization of corn cobs. Lastly, to investigate the impact of GGBFS and CCA as partial replacement material for PC and FA respectively on the properties of fresh and hardened concrete as well on the embodied carbon of concrete. Materials and methods: GGBFS, corn cob ash, coarse aggregate, and fine aggregates. The ground granulated blast furnace slag was obtained from a steel mill with prior approval. After collecting it, GGBFS was dried under atmospheric conditions for 24 hours. The dried GGBFS was passed through the number 300 sieve to eliminate the unwanted atoms and then used as a PC replacement ingredient in the mixture. The corn cob was collected and then it was burned under an uncontrolled temperature arrangement for 5 hours to convert it into corn cob ash. After obtaining the ash, it was sieved through the number 4 sieve to remove huge particles, and then the sieve ash was utilized as a replacement for sand components in the mixture. The PC was collected and it was applied to the concrete mixtures as a binding ingredient. The oxide composition of PC, GGBFS, and CCA will be shown later. Furthermore, crushed stone was utilized for this research work as a coarse aggregate with a size of 20 mm, and hill sand was utilized in this experimental study as a fine aggregates, which passed through the number 4 sieve. The physical properties too will be shown later. In addition, portable water was utilized to carry out experimental work. The oxide composition for CCA, GGBFS, and PC. Next one is the properties of fine aggregates and coarse aggregates, containing silicon dioxide, aluminum oxide, ferric oxide, calcium oxide, sodium oxide, and sulfuric trioxide. And lastly, these designs of the mixtures.
Research results and discussions. Here is the mechanical properties of concrete. First, we have the slump test. Second, the water absorption. Third, dry density. And fourth, also the dry density. Slump test illustrates the workability of the fresh mixture incorporating various percentages of GGBFS as a PC replacement and CCA as an FA replacement. The slump levels are 12.50%, 26.78%, 35.71%, and 51.78%, with GGBFS level of 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% respectively. The slump levels are 17.86%, 32.14%, 44.64%, and 51.46%, with CCA levels of 10%, 20%, and 30%, and also 40%. Both sets of slump levels are lower as compared to concrete made of PC only. Slump declines the growth in the quantity of GGBFS by the weight of PC and FA replacement with CAA. Found that workability of concrete declines with the replacement of PC with GGBFS, and metakaolin was increased in the mixture. Also documented that the use of fine aggregate partially replaced with WSA reduced the workability of concrete. Slump test also shows that the workability of fresh concrete is measured with the inclusion of GGBFS as the cementitious material and CCA as the replacement for sand. The best workability, workability is recorded as being 55 millimeters with the accumulation of PC only. The lowest workability is noted as being 21.18 millimeters with GGBFS 20% and CCA 40%. As a PC and FA replacement in concrete, it can be perceived that the slump drop with the accumulation of GGBFS by the weight of PC and CCA as a sand replacement together in the mixture. The decline in workability is associated with the porous GGBFS and CCA particles, which absorb more water when the percentages increase in the concrete mixture. Where the slump declines as MHA replace PC and WSA replace sand, found that the increased replacement of PC and with RHA and sand with cold bottom ash resulted in lower workability of fresh concrete. Next is water absorption. The water absorption levels are 3.56%, 2.98%, 2.67%, and 2.38% when PC is replaced with GGBFS at level of 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% respectively, and 3.45%, 2.92%, 2.53%, and 2.15% when FA is replaced by CCA at levels of 10%, 20%, 30%, and 40% at 28 days, which are lower compared to a concrete mix prepared with PC only. The outcomes revealed that when the replacement of PC with GGBFS and sand with CAA increases in concrete, there is a reduction in the concrete's water absorption, where the increasing usage of MHA as a replacement of PC caused a decline in the water absorption of concrete. The results of optimum water absorption are noted as being 3.88% and the lowest value is calculated as being 1.48% using GGBFS 20% and CCA 40% as a replacement for PC. And fine aggregate replacement components in concrete are consistently lower as compared to concrete made with PC only at 20 days. The outcome shows that the water absorption of hardened concrete declines with the addition of GGBFS as a cementitious material along with CCA as a fine aggregate replacement. This drop in water absorption is due to the finest particle of GGBFS and CCA, which cover the remaining microporous material left by the other components of concrete. Next is the density of concrete. The concrete density is 2,325 kilogram cubic meter, 2,250 kilogram cubic meter, 2,200 kilogram cubic meter, and 2,140 kilogram cubic meter with GGBFS level of 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% respectively, and 2,296 kilogram cubic meter, 2,215 kilogram cubic meter, 2,110 kilogram cubic meter, and 2,085 kilogram cubic meter with CCA level of 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% at 20 days, lower than that of concrete made of PC only. This shows that the addition of GGBFS as a PC replacement and CCA as a fine aggregate replacement lowers the density of concrete, where the increasing of usage of GGBFS and MA as a PC replacement reduces the density of concrete. Stated that the density of concrete lower as the dosages increase of CBA as a replacement of sand. Moreover, we determined that the density of concrete specimens blended with GGBFS as a cementitious material along the CCA in place of FA. Also, the density of concrete is calculated as 2,378 kilogram cubic meter in the concrete mixture made of PC only, and the lowest density is 1,935 kilogram cubic meter with GGBFS 20% and CCA 40% as a PC and fine aggregate replacement at 28 days. The outcome shows that enhancing the combined use of GGBFS by the weight of PC and replacing FA with CCA in the mixture plummets the density of concrete. Implementing in the density is associated with the density of replacement materials GGBFS and CCA. These replacement materials possess lower specific gravity than that of PC and fine aggregate, which result in the reduction in density as well the reduction in the dead load of concrete. Who found that the concrete density is reduced as the replacement of PC with FF and FA with glass powder rises. concluded that the use of MHA as a PC replacement along with WSA as a sand replacement result in decline in the density of concrete. Next is the compressive strength. The concrete mixture blended with GGBFS as a PC replacement and CCA as a FA replacement, analyzing the compressive strength at 28 days. The peak compressive strength is 29.40 MPa with 10% GGBFS as a PC replacement and 29.58 MP with 30% CCA as an FA replacement at 28 days. Similarly, the lowest compressive strength is 23.50 MPa with 20% GGBFS as a PC replacement and 27.18 MPa with 40% of fine aggregate replaced with CCA at 28 days. The compressive strength is heightened with 10% GGBFS and 30% CCA. With the further addition of GGBFS and CCA, the compressive strength plummets. The pozzolanic response is in the freely available calcium hydroxide is consumed and secondary calcium silicate hydrate gel is produced. And it is responsible for the increased strength when GGBFS content is added. The lower strength gain can be related to the limited supply of availability of stop ko muna sa ano. Go. Found that the usage of GGBFS and MK as a supplementary cementitious components up to 10% in concrete could increase in compressive strength at 28 days. Informed that the crushing strength was increased by using WSA up to 30% in concrete at 28 days. Also concluded that the crushing strength was enhanced as the replacement content of sand with wet straw and rose to 30% in the mixture after 28 days. Also, the compressive strength depicts the concrete with the accumulation of 5 to 20% GGBFS by weight of PC along with 10 up to 40% of CCA as a sand replacement. To analyze the effect of PC and FA replacement, the compressive strength of concrete. The greatest value of compressive strength is 31 MPa with 10% GGBFS as the PC replacement along with 30% CCA as a FA replacement, and the lowest value is 21.18 MPa with 20% GGBFS and 40% CCA, together the mixture of concrete at 28 days. The compressive strength is heightened at levels of GGBFS up to 10% CCA, up to 30% the concrete mixture at 28 days. Next is splitting tensile strength. This figure illustrates that the concrete mixture with 5 to 20% GGBFS by the weight of PC, exploring the splitting tensile strength of concrete. The optimum strength is achieved at 3.10 MPa with 10% of GGBFS, and the minimum strength is 2.58 MPa with 20% of GGBFS at 20 days. The maximum split tensile strength is obtained when using GGBFS as a PC replacement up to 10%. After the further accumulation of GGBFS, the strength declines. Who found that the usage of GGBFS and MK up to 10% by the weight of PC in concrete achieves optimum split tensile strength at 28 days. Similarly, the usage of CCA as the replacement for sand content in concrete is determined that the split tensile strength at 20 days. At 30% of sand replacement with CCA, the supreme split tensile strength is measured at 3.14 MPa, and the smallest strength was measured as 2.86 MPa at 40% CAA at 28 days. As FA is replaced with CCA up to 10 to 30%, the indirect tensile strength increases. CCA is well known as pozzolanic material, but it is utilized as a sand replacement in this research. Thus, it has a considerable supply of calcium hydroxide. As a result, the calcium hydroxide is consumed during the pozzolanic reaction caused by CAA. Again, the splitting tensile strength demonstrates the splitting tensile strength of concrete investigated with the addition of 5 to 20% GGBFS by the mass of PC and 10% to 40% of CCA by the weight of FA together in concrete. The best indirect tensile strength was observed at 3.22 MPa at 10% GGBFS along with 30% CCA, and the lowest value was documented at 2.40 MPa at 20% GGBFS along with 40% CCA together in concrete at 20 days. The outcome is that the splitting tensile strength is boosted by the accumulation of GGBFS up to 10% as a replacement for PC and CCA up to 30%, as a replacement for fine aggregate and after further accumulation of CCA. The strength plummets at 28 days. The increase in split tensile strength is associated with the CCA and GGBFS, which is possess more specific surface area that the PC developed the concrete interfacial transition zone. In addition, a relationship has been established between the split tensile strength and compressive strength of a concrete containing CCA and GGBFS alone and together at 28 days. 8 days, its split tensile and compressive strength had a strong correlation. When one of these strengths is recognized, the equation in this figure is useful for determining the split tensile strength of compressive strength. Next is the sustainability assessment of concrete. They calculated environmental impact assessments for all mixture blended with the various replacement of PC with GGBFS as a fine aggregate with CCA both individually and combined to explore the embodied carbon dioxide, embodied energy and eco-strength efficiency of the concrete mixture. The values of embodied energy and carbon for all concrete constituents were obtained from the literature as in Table 4 display. Also, sustainability assessment of concrete. Embodied carbon is recorded as 3.95%, 7.90%, 11.84%, and 15.76%, while utilizing GGBFS level of 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% respectively. 0.3%, 0.4%, 0.6%, and 0.8% with CCA levels of 10%, 20%, and 30%, and 40% respectively, less than of concrete prepared with PC only. Also, the sustainability assessment of concrete shows that when the usage of GGBFS as a PC replacement along with CCA as an FA replacement increases in concrete, the embodied carbon decreases. Again, the sustainability assessment of concrete embodied carbon is 3.78%, 7.56%, 11.34%, and 15.12% with GGBFS level of 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% respectively, lower compared to concrete made of PC only, and 0.05%, 0.01%, 0.15%, and 0.2% with CCA levels of 10%, 20%, 30%, and 40% respectively, slightly higher compared to concrete made of PC only. Next is the eco-strength efficiency. The best eco-strength efficiency is 0.097 MPa with 10% GGBFS as a PC replacement, 0.9090 MPa with 30% CCA as an FA replacement, and 0.10 MPa with GGBFS 10% and CCA 30%, replacing both PC and FA. Next is the eco-strength efficiency. The best eco-strength efficiency is 0.097 MPa with 10% GGBFS as a PC replacement, 0.9090 MPa with 30% CCA as an FA replacement, and 0.10 MPa with GGBFS 10% and CCA 30%, replacing both PC and FA. Also, the eco-strength efficiency is, has a lowest embodied carbon and maximum compressive strength among the various mixtures. Higher eco-strength efficiency was seen when GGBFS and CCA were used together. Demonstrate the eco-strength efficiency varied due to the utilization of these materials, but the overall eco-strength efficiency improved as a PC substitution level rose. First, we have the introduced CCA to thermal insulation due to its high silica content, and porous nature, and GGBFS for its capability to enhance overall matrix density, potentially improving thermal resistance. Second, understand the chemical and physical properties of CCA and GGBFS, focusing on their suitability and performance in concrete. Third, review existing studies on the use of CCA and GGBFS in concrete to identify gaps and build upon existing knowledge. Fourth, implement field trials to validate laboratory results under real-world conditions. Fifth, conduct an LCA to evaluate the environmental impact of using CCA and GGBFS in concrete. Lastly, also we need to include the durability tests such as sulfate resistance and freeze-thaw cycles. Hope you don't like it and hope you don't watch it. Thank you. Kalbo, kalbo.